let's take it to the max, the Hyperion Max. Welcome back, I am Cody with Shoe In With Cody, and today we got a good one. We're going to be doing a deep dive on the newest Brooks shoe, the Hyperion Max 2. Now I've run in the Hyperion Max 1 and now the 2, and I got a lot to say about this shoe. This video, we're going to go over the good, the bad, and the verdict. Should you buy this shoe? Yeah, this shoe right here. Now before I do, I want to cover one thing. This shoe was provided to me by Brooks, but they have no opinion on what I'm going to say in this video. And now before I dive into the good, the bad, the verdict, do me a favor. Hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it helps the channel. Now sit back, relax, and let's talk about the Brooks Hyperion Max 2. Because I'm a positive guy, I'm going to start with the positives. And there's a lot to like about this shoe. As I mentioned before, I've tried the Hyperion Max 1 and the Hyperion Max 2 now. I have about maybe 40-ish miles in this shoe, so I definitely put this through the ringer. The one thing I'm going to say, the first thing I noticed right away, I really liked the tongue. I had a lot of issues with the Hyperion Max 1. It wasn't a gusseted tongue, and I'm telling you, it took me forever to get it in the position where I wasn't getting bunching, and it's nice when I don't have to worry about the tongue. The second thing is, and probably the most notable, is they added some stack. There's about 37 millimeters of foam in the heel, which is pretty darn nice. And I will say, the DNA Flash version 2 definitely ups the game a little bit. Again, I've been trying Brooks for quite some time. This is probably my favorite foam they produce right now. It just produces a comfortable ride where I can just click off the miles, I can get into a pace, and I just feel extremely comfortable. This foam right here is not too soft, and it's definitely not too firm. I think it's definitely found that middle ground where it's responsive. It's slightly cushiony, but definitely more on that more responsive side. Overall, this just gives you a fantastic ride. I think this fits perfect for a daily trainer and kind of like a long run shoe when you just want to lock in a pace and cruise. I used this shoe right here a lot when I was down in the shore, and it just worked. Again, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be using this for speed work or recovery, but daily trainer in the long run, it definitely gets the job done. And then the last thing I'm going to say about this shoe is the looks. I love the looks of this shoe. I love the colors they are using. I love that they went with Brooks on the back. I think it just is a really nice looking shoe. When I look down and I see a shoe like this, it gets me excited. It gets me fired up. Again, overall, love the upper, love the foam, especially that additional foam and the looks. Honestly, it's like a check, check, check. This right here is definitely hitting a lot of things for me. Now, while I'm a positive guy, there are some negative things about this shoe. The first one is going to be is I think this is confusing to a lot of people. This is a max cushion shoe for Brooks, not necessarily a max cushion for other brands. Let me say that again. This is a max cushion for Brooks, not necessarily for other brands. So when I think of a max cushion, I'm thinking 40 millimeters or more in the heel. Not so much with this shoe. It's only 37, so it really isn't that max of a cushion shoe. I think it's just, again, if you're thinking about max cushion, it's just in the terms of Brooks. This is definitely one of their max cushion shoes, and it definitely does a good job. The other thing I'm going to point out, and the most noticeable, this rubber, when it is rainy, is not good. It's not like, it's just not good. I was down the shore, and I'm telling you, I went for a long run, and there was water on the ground. It wasn't even raining. I'm just talking about it rained the night before, and there's water on there, and I was getting some slipping and sliding. Usually, Brooks has fantastic outsole. No, not in the case of the Hyperion Max 2. I don't know what it is, but I am telling you right now, I just kept slipping and sliding, which is just weird for me. Okay, that's one thing I want to point out. If you're in a rainy area, just be careful with this shoe. I was shocked, and I think a lot of people are going to be shocked too, that a Brooks shoe is not going to be great in those types of conditions. The other thing I want to point out, it's not a really versatile shoe. When this does have a plate in it, and I think so many times when we think of a shoe with a plate, we think tempo, that I'm going to be able to throw it down, especially kind of like in a daily trainer like this. Not necessarily. I tried pushing the pace. It's okay. I'm definitely only really using this in the daily trainer category or a long run when I just want to click off the miles and lock in a pace. If I want to push the pace, it's okay. It's not great. I just want to be completely honest with you. It has a plate, but it doesn't really feel like a plated shoe like a, other shoes out there on the market. And the last thing I want to point out, $180 for the shoe kind of sucks. Now, I like the shoe a lot, but $180 is a lot, and I get it. It's trying to go up in more of that super trainer category, but I don't know if it's in that category. This is, to me, just a daily trainer. It's not really max cushion because, again, 40 or 37 millimeters, not in that category of super trainer. Super trainer is like 45, and usually max cushion's more around 40 millimeters. So again, I do think $180 is a lot for a shoe, but I hate to tell you guys this. The price of shoes is just going up, and 180 at some point is just going to feel like the average cost for a daily trainer. So again, there you have it. There's a lot of things to like about this shoe, but those are the things I did not like about this shoe. So you heard the good and you heard the bad. Now you want to know, should you buy this shoe? This shoe right here. And I'm going to go with yes. I do think this is a very nice shoe by Brooks. The things I didn't like about it are a little nitpicky, except for the cost. $180 I still think is a lot of money. But again, for a daily trainer that I can also go double digits in it, is really nice. I think this is my favorite Brooks shoe of 2024 so far for the roads. It just hits a lot of marks for me personally. Looks, the foam is just comfortable, and it just creates an enjoyable ride, and the upper is just a great lockdown. And again, I took this on vacation, and one thing that you always want to worry about when you're taking a shoe on vacation, if it doesn't work, you're stuck getting a lot of miles in a shoe that doesn't work. Thankfully for the Brooks Hyperion Max 2, it hit a lot of marks. So again, there are things I don't like about it, and I think they are noticeable, and you should take that in consideration before you buy the shoe. But I think most people, this is going to be a shoe you're going to like racking the miles in. So there you have it. You heard the good, you heard the bad, and you heard my verdict on this shoe. Now I want to hear from you. Did you like this shoe? Did you hate this shoe? Have you not tried this shoe? What's holding you back from trying the shoe? Comment below and let me know, because I thought this was a good one, but I want to hear from you. And also remember, hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. We got a lot happening on this channel, and I want you all there for the ride.